Welcome and study with Tanzania Institute of Education.
Another method of separating mixtures is funnel separation. The aim of this experiment is to separate a mixture of two liquids which have different densities. The materials we shall use in this experiment are two. One is a solution of copper sulfate which is blue colored, so that we can see how the separation process takes place. The other component is cooking oil, which has this light yellow color for comparison with the blue color. What you shall be required to do is to mix the two colored substances of different densities as follows. Here is our mixture of the two liquids which have different densities, and as you can see, they are struggling to separate and not to mix. Even if I leave them standing there, you will see that they are struggling to form the different layers because they wouldn't like to mix. They are substances of different densities. You can see here a component of the mixture which is less dense than the other is at the upper layer. This is copper sulfate, a copper sulfate solution in water, and this is oil, and they have separated like that, but not completely. Now, in this process, we shall try to separate them by using a separating funnel. We shall take out first the component of higher density and leave in the separating funnel that one of lower density. If this mixture is allowed to settle, it will become this way, where you can see that the layers are completely separated. And this is the time now we shall use the separating funnel to separate the two liquids into different containers. We have here our separating funnel with its stopper. You make sure that the tap is closed and you introduce the mixture into the separating funnel. When you are convinced that the two layers of liquids have completely separated, you will now carefully open the tap and make sure that the lower layer moves out of the separating funnel and leaves the upper layer in the separating funnel so that you can move it into another container. I'm very close to having removed the whole of the lower layer. Now I am carefully removing the last few drops of the lower layer. What I want is never to allow the upper layer to come down into the beaker. Now I am close to having the lower layer, upper layer coming. I stop there. Then the upper layer is opened to another container. Now you will have two of the components of the mixture separated into different containers, and the process of separation can be repeated so as to purify the components. What you will see is that this is not completely separated, because you can repeat the procedure so that a bit of the layers can continue to be separated. It's not a one-shot process. It should be repeated and repeated for purity. Funnel separation is a very important industrial and research method of separation because many substances have different densities, and it is a process which can be used to extract substances from plant material. The more you do the extraction experiment, the more you get pure of the substances having been separated in extracting substances.